And I am live. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing today? Just give me a moment. Just 1 minute. Yes. How are we today? It's been a while, quite a while. How is everything with you? It's nearly weekend. Wow, amazing. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. It's past 10 p.m. here in the UK. And, for some of you in the US, some other part of the world, Australia, it could be a morning, maybe afternoon at your end. So I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. How are you? How's the family? How's everything with you? Yes, it's been a while, not really a while, but it's been a while. I think last time I was live was about last weekend as well. Yeah, I think it was Monday or Sunday. I can't remember. I think I was live last week. Oh, with my account with my other business partners, we were out on Sunday. But solo wise, me alone. I just thought, okay, I'll come out live this evening. I know it's a little bit late for those of us in Europe and Nigeria, but then it's online. That's why it's easy. I don't have to go to a physical store. I don't have to go to any office. This is my office here. And this is me coming out live to you here in my office. So today, look at the title: "The Life You Desire is at the Other Side of Fear." Fear of I'm not a social media person. Fear of I'm not tech savvy. Fear of I'm ashamed or I'm shy. I've seen a lot of content creators talk about audacity in 2026, and that made me thinking. I thought to myself, if there's so much, publicity about audacity, and I still hear a lot of people say, I am not tech savvy, I am shy, I'm afraid, I don't even know what the business is about. You know what? That life that you've always wanted, some 5 years ago, even if I was, unwell, like even if I was going to be, you know, nearly unable to go to work, I would still struggle to go. Even some 3 years ago, even 2 years ago, I started my business 2.5 years ago. Okay, maybe not 2 years ago. I already had sense of okay, my life is my life. Please let me know where you're watching from, and kindly let me know if you're able to hear me. Please, I'm not muted. Okay, thankfully. You know, um, like 3 years ago, even if I wasn't too strong, I will still struggle to go to work. I'll still manage because what I have a lifestyle that I wanted to maintain, and I don't want to, downsize and all of that. And I thought to myself, okay, if I need to do this, then I need to work and earn. But about 3 years ago, when I found my business, I wasn't sure as well. I was afraid. I was afraid of unknown. I was afraid what are people going to say? How are they going to perceive me in the online space? What are they going to think of me? Like, what if I say something wrong and all of that? I had those fears. So, what if it didn't work? I had all of that fears. But when I came in, I saw what people are achieving. So this is not a case of one person, achieving this. Like in my team, in my team alone, just this January, you've had close to 7 action takers. Like personally, I've had, good action takers. I've had their business partners. So in my team, over 4 people have become business owners. Yes, in my own small team, like in my coaching team. So this is just to tell you that this is not a case of one person succeeding. Maybe if it's one person, we say, okay, we attribute it to maybe luck, eh? Or maybe they have something that they are doing that is different. But this is a case of thousands of lives being transformed. You see, I know that, if you've seen my video, or if you've seen my video before, you probably have come across so many other videos that are talking about online business. And, one of my sister asked me lately, she said, is this money real? I can tell you this January, I don't do income post. Like personally, I don't do income post, so that you not come and tell me, Shebi, you say you make what? Yes, it's personal effort. So it's what you put in that you get out. Our business is not get rich quick. Our business is not abracadabra. We don't do money doubling. Our business is as legitimate as it can ever be. Our business is tax recognized. Our business is one that you work on. It's business just like you're going to your job. You have to work on your business because it's a business in your name. So it's a business that, you do your marketing, you strategize, you follow simple video-based instruction, apply, because there's no learning. Even if you're just watching all of the video, you don't apply, there's no learning. Even if I coach you, and you still don't follow my coaching, there's no learning. So there's no way. So it's follow no route. Do what the successful people are doing. And that's a good thing with our business, because it's not a case of one person succeeding. It's not a case of two people. It's thousands of life. If it's 1, 2, 3 people, we'll say, okay, maybe luck. They are lucky. They are lucky. So that's why they made it. But it's not a case of one person. Like I said, I don't share too much income post. But in this January alone, God has blessed me with huge 4-figure. More than, I've not done my calculation. So yes, from my business. And like I said, it's not a get rich quick. It's just as a result of simple decision I made to step out of my comfort zone, to kill fear and have faith over the fear. I had fear, I had doubts before I started. And I didn't know I could talk this much. My fear was, how do I address people? How do I approach people? And now I see myself coaching people, like, in fact, relating with people that ordinarily there's no way, there's no how I would, I've met them if not for this business. And, through this business, I've been able to make solid, good relationship. Like I was on a call with my mentor, I was on a call with one of my business partners, and she's not even, she's on holiday. And, we spoke, we talked, I, guided her through what she needed. She wanted me to speak with, soon to be business partners as well, It's just amazing how this business can transform you. Now I talk. Somebody was saying, sorrow me, I don't talk. But before, I knew they talk like this. Even sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I ask myself, where is my boss? Where is my boss? Because this girl here is a changed person. And that's one thing I also love about our business, is that stimulation. You're constantly learning something. You're not doing the same thing over and over again. Your brain is not fatigued. Your brain is constantly, processing new things. And that is the joy of starting something new, something you've never placed your hand on before. I have people who are not tech savvy in my business. I have people that have laptop but never used it. Because they started this business, they now go and carry the expensive laptop, dust it, and then started. And now they are able to follow simple video-based instruction. Go here, they go there. There's plus at the top. You are seeing the plus on the other person's screen. You are doing the same on your own screen. That is it. And 2.5 years down the line, in the first half of the month, I can make that much. It's amazing. Like it's a blessing to me. I can decide that, look, I'm not feeling great. I don't have to kill myself for work. I came, like, of course, I wasn't feeling really great last night. I said, you know what, I am tired. I need to go home, my people. And, I went home, which means that, of course, I won't be paid for those hours, even if I would take it as leave. But, the on-social hour and everything, that's the thing that makes the money to be plenty. But I won't get all of those. But I didn't care. I cared about my health. I cared about, the fact that I need to be okay for me to be able to do to be able to care for my patients, right? For the people I'm taking care of, and also I need to be okay for my children. They need me. I don't have to work myself to to break down. And I was just really thankful because even though I'll miss out on the benefits, of if I if I just worked half of the shift and I say, I'm not feeling well, I'm going home, I'm going to miss out on the rest, right? But it's okay because what? I'm prioritizing me because I have options, because I have, other source of income that I'm relying on. I don't have to stay. Previously, I would just manage and stay so that I don't lose, that money, so that I can still be able to maintain my lifestyle and I can still be able to afford everything that I need to, to do. I was telling someone, I said January is a long month, but honestly, I didn't feel this January. I didn't feel like it's a long month. We've done so many things. Like I just took my car for servicing today, and of course, it's money, right? Imagine doing all of that in January. Hmm? I There are other things I did. My son is going for tournament. I just balanced its tournament fee this January. So this January, like who does that in January? January that we've collected the salary from the 24th. And that salary, I can tell you, he finished like 2 weeks into collecting it. And there are other things of life as well that I have to do, and I'm able to do them. And that is, the peace that comes and the joy that comes with you having something that you build over time that have become passive income. So I want to tell you this today. Are you going to let your fear deprive you? Because if I didn't step out, eh, if I didn't say, what, fear, I'll just leave you. I'll just believe in God that I can do everything and anything through Christ. I just stepped out of that comfort zone. I killed the fear. And, today I'm just really thankful because even apart from, the financial part, the growth, yes, because in my business, you will grow. Maybe I told you earlier that sometimes I look in the mirror and say, yeah, I'm not this person. I don't used to be this person. I used to be I love my space. I love to, to be me. I love my space, my private space. I don't like too many people. And that's why some people maybe they are not happy with me because I don't go to too much gathering. I go to few selected, but I don't go to too much gathering because I just love my space. But, starting my business, I learned to relate with people. I learned to, teach people as well because yes, you will teach in this business. So you're going to become a coach at some stage, and that comes with a lot of responsibility as well, mentoring, coaching, you know giving ideas, delegating tasks and all of that. And I know that yes, you don't have those skills now, but you can learn them, if you have a system, if you have a support, if you have community support, there is nothing you cannot achieve. There's nothing as good as when you feel stuck, there's someone to reach out to. You can run to someone. I told you I was speaking with one of my business partners this evening. She was stuck somewhere and she needed help. It's our business, right? It's our business. It's a business in her name. She's going to own our website and all of that. If she had to do that on her own without community support, she probably would be frustrated and quit. Hmm? Most people would do it alone. They quit. But I am telling you, Felicia Bossedi, I'm telling you that there is a community support that even when you are totally lost, you don't know what to do, there is someone there waiting for you to ask that question and then they will respond to you. Like in my business community, I was really thrilled. Like when I first started putting my stuff together, the setup and everything, I'll drop one question and 10 people will respond and say, no, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Another person will bring another idea. Join all of them together. And you know what that gave me? Success. 2.5 years later, success, huge success. I was earlier in a Zoom meeting with people who want to start their business as well. And, you know, where you're coming from before you came abroad, you know who you are, you know what you used to do, you know how big you are. But when you come abroad, maybe because of the system and everything, you have to come down to the level of maybe care assistant, support worker, factory worker, and all of that. Imagine an engineer who is controlling, his own company, who is getting contracts and assigning to others. They are now assigning you to be cleaning somebody. They are now assigning you to, one kind of in the warehouse. This is your own portion. This is what you're going to load in the trailer. They're now assigning you to that, right? It's okay, right? It's okay to do that just to survive for a while. Don't do that for the rest of your life, please. You are out there, you're an immigrant, because mostly, I target immigrants because I'm an immigrant myself. And of course, if you're not immigrant and you want more for your life, you don't just want to rely on your pension, you just, think that you deserve more. And I can tell you this for free. Like I always share here, I've related with a lot of people, and people who are really wealthy, they work from home. They are into franchise, they are into NGOs, they have their own companies, they run a business from their homes. Like I put something on my post because there was a woman, I don't know where that woman is now, that she said she can save £2,000 conveniently from her salary. It's okay if you don't have children, you don't have responsibility, you don't have mortgage, you don't have rent, you don't have bills. Maybe you can save 2,000, because I can tell you they brought me gas bill 600 and something 3 months. Yeah, apparently my previous ones were estimated, so I paid less, and I was really like over the moon that, well, my gas is very low this period, and the next bill they'll bring 600. And so imagine, what is your salary? Maybe your salary is 4,000. You move 600 for gas bill already. And we know that that's not every month, right? It's 3 months, which is okay. And there's electricity, there's the car insurance, there's ABCD, you will eat. So I mean, we know it. Then you want to go on holiday because your body needs rest and all of that. And before you know it, all the savings, it's 2,000 that you say you're saving every month, you use it to go on cruise. And when you come back, you come and replace. We used to do that. And, I've spoken with a lot of people that say, okay, we'll go on holiday. When we come back, we'll come and we enjoy it. Then when we come back, come and do the work. What if it doesn't have to be like that? People who are wealthy, people who are, rich, yes, let me put it that way. They have one business or the other. They have franchise with Portuguese company, Chinese company, and all of that. Yes, I know that, because God has, helped me that I've met with a lot of people. Maybe it's one of the things that actually, show me off balance and said, you know what, I cannot just be working and working and working. I need to start building. And I can tell you, building a business of your own can give you a lot of leverage. There's a lot of leverage you get when you have your own business. When you have your own business, so you're an immigrant, you're back home, you're controlling companies. We struggled with that when we first came here. Like, we struggled with that, but you know what? You don't have to do that menial job to forever. Do it to survive at the moment. Do it to raise money to build something for yourself. Now, my business is not for everybody, because at the end of the day, it's not everybody that will be CEO, right? People who are hungry for more. You are coachable. You can follow simple video-based instruction. You can use laptop and phone. You can type on your phone, on your laptop. You can copy and paste. They say this is where you go. You don't need to be tech savvy. Be able to copy and paste. If you cannot copy and paste, go and learn it. It's very simple. Just highlight the thing. It's Control-C. And then when you want to paste it, Control-V, it's there. So it's very simple. It's easy to learn. That's why I say, if you are coachable, even if you don't know all these things. When I started, I didn't know all of these things. Honestly, I did not know. But I started anyways, because I wanted a change, because I wanted to grow, because I wanted financial freedom, because I wanted to build legacy for my children. My language people used to say, I just said that in one of my Zoom meetings recently that I just had. In Rameta or King Toshi. But how can we achieve that? Three generations cannot die in poverty. That's what it means. But how can you achieve that? It's you trying, you. Let it start from you. Build that legacy tree. If you look at the wealthy people and you look at their lineage down, or maybe up, is it up or down? The ones that are their children and all of that, they cannot be poor because daddy has already laid the foundation, or mom has already laid the foundation. They will build on it. If there's no foundation, there's nothing they will build on. But you have already built the foundation of that legacy tree. They will build on it. They won't let it collapse. And that is it. And that is one thing, honestly, that also got me inspired about this business. When I saw what people are achieving, when I saw what is possible here, I keyed into it. I did not let my fear to hold me back. You want this, you want that. Wow, look at that beautiful car. I also want to. It starts from you taking that bold step. Nothing in this life comes without a risk. I was watching a program and one statement caught me. And I've always said that here. I said, there's nothing that is of value. There's nothing that, that is tangible, something that you can make reference to in future that you won't trade off something for. Everything in this life is about trading off. We are trading time off for money. Yes, you're working 12 hours shift because you need to earn that money to pay your bills. You're trading off your time. So when you are starting a business, there's something you need to part with as well. It's sometimes your comfort zone. Yes. Sometimes you just have to take the risk so that it's not, because at the end of the day, it's risky not to take that risk. I was watching that program and, one statement, even from, it was a medical program. It was a medical program and it was, hospital scene. And, one of the doctors was talking to the other doctor and he said, there is nothing that is valuable that comes without a sacrifice. And honestly, I have said that here a million times. And getting it from that one, like buttress my point. There is nothing that is of value that comes without sacrifice. There must be something you're trading off for something. So you are trading off time, right? Some of you are watching me from maybe you're on break at your work, your tea break, your 15 minutes tea break. You're watching now. You're trading your time so that you can get that money. I can tell you, I told you last week here that I was working my 3 nights. I was one day off because I'd enjoyed my off at the beginning of the week. So I worked the weekend, off on Monday, work another 3 days. In between that, 4 action takers, 2 business partners, onboarding in between, coaching calls in between, because I could run my business in between that because it's from the comfort of my home. And I don't use the whole year I don't use the whole day. I don't use 12 hours to run my business. I do not. In one day, of course, I've spoken with my business partner, helped her. That is it, the mentorship. And I think I spent 30 minutes with her. No, let's say 40 minutes. I spent 40 because we had to ring, the company that, GoDaddy. Yeah. I don't know if you know, we had to ring GoDaddy. We were on the phone with them. I was just helping her to sort the issue. And I've actually spoken with, my mentor as well to see how we can help our business to grow our business and also to help our team, right? That's my business, literally, all from the comfort of my home. I had my cup of tea while I was doing all of that. And, my fruits, my banana, while I was doing all of that. That is the joy of having a business you can run from home. And that can pay you, if you work on your business, it can pay you double your salary. If you can deal, it's not for everybody. It's for people who can face. I told you when I started this Go Live, I said, I see a lot of publicity about Audacity. This is for people, my audacious people. This is for people who can take a risk. This is for people who believe in themselves. This is for people who feel like they deserve more. You are worth more. Me, I'm worth more. From when I was very young, when I used to sleep on my daddy's chest, I always imagined that big mansion of mine. Yes. So I always imagine, you know, cars, me helping, going into, um, a home, orphanage, and all of that, helping, giving to them and working out. I've always imagined that in my head. So I knew that from day one, from when I was very young, that I was made for more and I am made for more. And when I saw this business that this can give me what I want for my life, I keyed into it. I was bold enough. I killed the fear and I dove right into it. It was the best ever package that was available at the time I started my business. How did I do it? Did I have money? I didn't have money. If I had money, I would not start this business. I always say that here. If the money was there, if I had the money, I won't start. If my working condition was conducive for me, I will not start. There was a night like I was in a place, and honestly, I just went into the bathroom. I cried. I said, God, why do I have to do this? 36 residents up and down, 2 carers, and after my medication at 1 o'clock, I had to remove my uniform. I didn't remove my uniform, but I did remove my uniform. It's just, the literal. That's what we used to say. You remove your nurse uniform and wear carer uniform. We don't actually remove uniform, but you know what? That means that you push your trolley, you lock your trolley, you check your signature, you signed your medication, you go on the floor and help. I went in the bathroom and cried that, this is too much. I was tired. My legs were sore. Like from 7:40 that I got to that home till in the morning, 8:15 that I left that home, I was on my feet. The only time I sat was when I was handwriting the notes. And write note for 36 people. Handwrite means that they don't use computer. Most people now start using computer very little, but previously you write. And even some home you still write the whole of the 36, and it's up and down, upstairs and downstairs. And I just, the only thing I used to console myself that night was, okay, it's a night shift and it's a weekend shift. Okay, they will give me small money, but here I am today. Starting my business 2.5 years ago, I told myself that no, I cannot continue that. Imagine, you cry in the bathroom, clean your face, wash your face, and then go. Some nights that you feel like, wow, I don't want to go, but because you know that bills will be waiting there. And my mom used to say something, one abiamo, also, and you also need to keep some amount of money somewhere, for your family, for your children in case of emergency and anything, we won't say emergency, but something can come up. You need money for, you want to leave it there. So you don't just want to pay all the bills and have nothing, right? And imagine looking at already your salary, because your salary is already calculated, and you're thinking, I don't think I'll have enough. And you have to take that shift, even though that shift is not a convenient one. What if you can build a business 2 years later and you don't have to do that? 2 years later, you don't have to do that. I've never cried like in the last 2.5 years. I've never, if shift is not convenient for me, it's not convenient for me. I don't do it. I just say, Joe, because health is wealth. I just say, I need to go. Because what? I have something that I can rely on. I don't have to. Sometimes your body needs that rest, but you cannot take the rest because what? You know that if you take the rest, it's going to affect your income, right? But what if you can build something? Give yourself time. A year down the line, what if you can, start giving you that extra that you don't now have to be tight on yourself, be hard on yourself. I call it hard on myself. I was hard on myself because I needed the money to be there. At the time I had, my son was in the university. Anytime he can call for money, like I need to buy kinikon. The money has to be, I have to have money. I have to have money. But what if you can build something and then maybe a year down the line, it has helped you to replace that fact that you have to have money. Now you have more time. You use that more time to now build again more on the business. 2 years later, then it's not now giving you just extra money. It's now giving you money that can help you to save up to start building the kind of life you want. That is the business I'm into. A lot of people have said, "Oh, why, Kiniko? Why do we need to pay for access?" You need to pay for access because you need to see if it's a business for you. If it's not a business for you, 30 days money back guarantee. As long as you don't book your coaching call, the moment you book coaching call, that means that you're ready for business, right? We'll strategize with you. You don't book coaching call, you just watch your video, you watch your 3 hours worth of video. You feel like this is not a business for you. It's okay. At the end of the day, it's your decision. At the end of the day, you are the one that knows what you want. I knew what I wanted. I knew that I had gone into bathroom to cry several times, when shift was not convenient, especially if it's a whole new home. But because I had no choice, because I didn't have other option, I tried so many things. Like I was speaking with one of my brothers. I don't know if I shared it here before. And we were talking about forex, and we had something in common. I'm like, wow, it's because I've been there. And he said, yeah, you just vengeance. You want to you want to revenge, and you just use annoyance to put in more money. Like, oh, I'm going to get more money back, and the market didn't work for you, right? And that is why, if you're watching me today, you're not watching me by accident. You're not watching me by accident. If you've been on this live and you're listening to what I'm saying, be bold. Have that audacity to, I see a lot of things about being audacious, audacity, and all of that. That's why I thought to myself, I said, let me share this with you. I was scared. But there was a moment in my life where I told God, I cried to God that no, life cannot be like this. Cannot always be like this. There must be other ways. And I'm thankful today, 2.5 years down the line. And that's what I was saying to one of my business partners. I said, I know business is not easy to start. It's a huge decision, but it can also be your best decision, because the moment you start, the moment you start, that means you've started. That means you're already, one step ahead. That means that you are already ahead of that fear. You've already dropped the fear. You have that audacity. You are courageous. You have the boldness to say, yeah, I'm starting, regardless. There was someone I was telling, he said, how did you get the money to start your business? I said, I didn't have money when I started, but I knew I was going to start anyways. I was going to start. Has my business been always like this? Oh, action taken here and there, business partner, coach. I wasn't a coach when I started now. You guys know that I just recently became a coach about a month ago. A month ago. When I achieved a milestone. Yeah. Is it from hard work? Absolutely. Is it from consistency? Oh, yes. And you can do it as well. You can do it as well. As long as you stay plugged in. That's one thing I always say to people. One thing I notice with our people, the people of my color, is that we are not patient enough. We are patient to go and stand 12 hours and do a 36 resident. I was upstairs and downstairs. I was patient enough, right? But I'm not. But you will not be patient enough to build. Follow a simple system. Rome was not built in a day. Traditional businesses, if you've ever done traditional business before you start making your real profits, apart from you are paying back of what, and it takes about 3 to 5 years. But in the online space, you can start earning from. It depends on you. It depends on your business goal. You can start earning from, I don't know, as early as you can imagine. Even right now, as we speak now, there's a promo going on actually that can help you to earn like 1,000. It depends on where you start. Actually, it depends on where you start. It depends on your business goals as well. You can earn up to 1,000 as extra. It's not even in US dollars. It's not even your commission now. That's like a bonus, right? There's times and condition, no? And like I said, it's not a get rich quick. There's a promo going on. If you start your business now, if you've paid your 149, book your coaching call with me. I'll strategize with you. I'll show you that option as well. If it's an option for you. If it is not, you can start where you can. You can start from where you want. So there is a promo going on at the moment that can help you, to at least pay, pay off something from maybe your credit card or whatever. It's unbelievable how the online space can help. It's unbelievable. But one thing I also want you to do is, if you're going into the online space, please be mindful, right? Go through, make sure you do your own due diligence. It's not somebody saying, we will train you, we'll teach you, bring money and all of those things. There's nothing like that. Huh? There's nothing like that. Nobody is stupid now. Why will you put some money somewhere? You go and sit down. Somebody will be using the money to do something for you. Yeah, they're stupid. They will carry your money and go. Even if they are using it to do something, they will pull all of the money to themselves. So you too, you must learn how to use your own money to make money for yourself. Use your own money to generate profit for yourself, not waiting for someone to help you do what, waiting for someone to help you. Step out. It's time to step out. This is 2026, so my dear brothers and sisters, please, this is 2026. And one thing I always say again is, nobody can force you to do what you don't want to do. And nobody can force you to not do what you want to do. So the ball is in your court. Àwọn Yorùbá ní tó bá kọjú sí ẹ kò tá, tó bá kẹ̀yìn sí ẹ. If you are left alone, you have to rethink and think about your life. Think about the moments where you just feel like, is this life? Is this how life has to be? Do I have to continue like this? I've been in that moment, and it was one of the moments that, for me, that made me to start looking for things I could do from the comfort of my home. I was tired and I wasn't getting younger. I could not continue to do that. If somebody now asks me to come and stand from 7:45 up to 8:15 in the morning, I cannot do those things anymore, because I'm not getting younger. I can't stand that long anymore. I said that day I went into the bathroom, just cried, washed my face, then go and join the girls on the floor. I felt pity for the girls as well. It's just two of them. So 36, how would they do it if I didn't join them? That's after me, after I've done my medication, like from maybe after handover around 9 o'clock, finish around 1, you pack your trolley, then you go and help them, you come back and do your notes. Please, so my dear brothers and sisters, especially those of us in healthcare, we work a lot. And warehouse, if you are in warehouse, kudos, me tell you, cannot even wish warehouse work for, except if you are the manager, you are just going around managing. Ṣùgbọ́n kó máa tí àwọn nǹkan yẹn kéèyàn iṣẹ́ ńlá ni. It's a big work. It's okay to do for now. You're an immigrant, you used to be an engineer, you used to be a doctor. I've spoken with medical doctors who have downgraded to being a carer, medical doctors who have practices back home, not in one practice. So only other, like they have one practice, or their surgery here, they have another branch somewhere. They downgraded here. All because of what? Our children. And okay, if it's because of our children, let's fully build life for our children. Let's fully build life for our children. Build legacy. Build legacy for your children. Build legacy for your children. So that's what I have for you today. So if you are meeting me for the first time, sorry, that phone won't stop ringing. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm a digital business owner, a digital business mentor, and also a coach. And what I do is I help everyday people like me, people who are tired of being tired. You're looking for extra source of income. You're looking to build a business in the online space. You're looking to start running your own business, a business in your name, named to you, from the comfort of your home. we have a system that is put together. It's like a business in a box that has everything. Hmm? There's mentorship, there's coaching. Myself, I'm going to be your mentor and your coach if you join through me. If you join through any of my business partners, I'm going to be your coach. And we have amazing mentors in our team. So, we're going to support you through your business journey. We are funnel builders who are going to build your website for you. You're going to choose what you want, the color, your theme, your branding. You're going to be taught all that if you don't know how to branding and everything. It's in our training. So we have step-by-step training on how to do attraction marketing. What is attraction marketing? I'm going to teach that on another live, maybe by weekend. Attraction marketing is you attracting the kind of person you want to work with. I don't work with everyone. I work with people who are like me. And that is why some of my coaching calls are like an hour and a half long, because these are people that we first relate on personal level, because we have so much in common. And that is branding. That is attraction. I'm attracting people like me, nurses, care workers, doctors, professionals, right? Who are also looking to start a business in the online space, start creating the kind of life they want for their children, building legacy and all of that. That's what I do. And, we teach you on how to do attraction marketing, how to attract people that you want to work with, the age brackets you want to work with, whether you only want to work with female. Me, I'm good with male and female. And honestly, I give special respect to my male. Not that I love my female, because, Alepo, we know that we women, we can marry more anything, but men, they are really afraid to fail. They are afraid of failure. I have men in my house. Men dominate my house, so they are really very particular about what they do. But we women, we just do it. We just do it because we are very eager. But men, they study. So if I have men in my team, I take them specially. I give special respect, because men are like area. I cannot shake any gun. You go and do it. That's what they do. But for men to be bold enough to come and do our business, I say kudos to you, to all my men. Shout out to you out there. So I'm good with men and women. So if you want to only work with women, it's fine. We'll teach you on how to do all of that, how to attract them, the people you want to work with. And that is where, I come in. We have the whole package. We have training on how you can succeed in the online space, how to run a legitimate tax recognized business that you can incorporate, can be a business entity. That is what I do. So if you're interested in that, it's just to go onto my website and sign up with your name and email address, and then reach out to me if you feel like it's a business for you after watching our info session. And I'll guide you through this. Mind you, there's capital involved in every business. There's no business that starts with zero capital. My people, how can you reach out and say, I hope I'm not going to pay? And you want a business? The work you are doing, are you not getting paid for it? So why do you now want mentorship, coaching, community support, and all of that for free? Don't like too much free things, though. If you too much like free things, they will buy you. That's why they used to scam people, because you like too much free, everything free. Sometimes you to commit, do some level of commitment. Not everything that is free. Life we are living is not free now. This light that is on is not free. I have heater very close to me because the weather is unbelievable. It's not free. So there's nothing that is free in this life. So we are looking for legitimate business. Have at the back of your mind that there is capital involved. You don't have so much money, it's okay. We have options that you can leverage. So that's where I end it today, and I will come on tomorrow. I pray, yes. I hope to come out tomorrow again and share another topic with you. But I want to leave you with this. Stay out of your comfort zone. There's nothing happens there. I know you're scared, you're afraid. I was scared, I was afraid when I started this business. I wasn't sure of what I was doing. I was afraid of what will people say. And I just told myself, what if this is what I want? And I let what people say hold me back. What if this leads me to where I really want to be in life? All the vision, the goals that I've always been dreaming of. What if this could take me there? And I let fear hold me back. But you know what? 2 years down the line, this is me here now, sharing the same with you. If I let fear hold me back, the lives that I'm transforming now, the lives, the families that I'm, supporting in my business community, I won't be able to do that. And there is someone out there waiting to hear your own story, to give them courage, because a lot of people have actually come to me and said, I think this is divine, because this is exact what I shared with them was what they were going through. Imagine standing for close to 10 hours on your feet. In total, the only time you had to sit was when you sat to write a 36 residence notes. What kind of life is that? And that was when, I just told myself, this does not have to go on. How long can I survive with this? And I still want to build legacy. I don't want my children to go through what I went through. And I told myself I needed to do something crazily, and I was praying. If you know me, like me and God, we are 5 and 6, so nothing can separate us. I was praying to God. I prayed so hard. Coming into year 2023, I found this business. Coming into the year 2023, I found this business. So if it's a business for you, check it out and, get started. Get started. That's what I'll say. See you tomorrow by the grace of God. It's been an amazing 45 minutes with you, and God bless you. Good night.